Okay, so I released a video on this girl called Lychee. Just to give you guys a quick TLDR, basically she complained about rating somebody who didn't even like go and check them out on Twitter after the stream. They didn't follow her back. She was terribly upset about it, and everybody kind of called her entitled, and then people fished out the raid clip, and the girl had like the most grateful reaction ever. It was so sweet. So it was really such a ridiculous post, and she got like seriously memed on. But I guess people also dogpiled her then. Unfortunately, there's been some development. First, she disabled her main account, then she ran to a new account. I don't know where in that timeline this happened, but apparently she also ended up at the hospital. She tried to end her life. I don't know when I'll return. I'm sorry. If this is true, this is absolutely terrible. Obviously, I don't think anybody should, take their life away because of the internet or some internet backlash. You see, did she post anything about it on her Twitter page? I don't see anything there. But she released a Google Docie, and then she apparently argued with people and then disappeared again. Please repost to share awareness. I'm not running away. I want the lies to end. I want to share the truth to people. The statement and post trying to tear me down. I have the evidence. Yeah, but I think that, like, I'm seeing on her profile, she's responding to some people. Did she get accused of more stuff? That is after the Google Docie, so we can start with the Google Doc. How long is it, first of all? Oh, God. 16 pages? Okay, it's images. We're good. Hello, I'm B. This is my statement. Please read it in earnest and understand me with an open mind, as a lot of VTubers are piling onto me and screenshotting my messages unfairly to make me seem like a villain and evil. I blame it on Rina. She's always sabotaging everything. True. Rina's my evil twin. Yeah, 16 pages is easy mode now. Thank God. I would like screenshots for everything, but Waffles DMs because I'm so stressed to go through my feed for them. I understand that will make my statement seem less verifiable, but I promise this is the truth and nothing but the truth. Why did I deactivate? I posted about self-harm and someone reported my account for it. Twitter places a lock on your account for mental health reasons. This caused my Twitter to be locked for a week, and since I can't post or apologize to make a statement if it's locked, I made a new account. Oh, I see. So it's not because she ran to a new account. It's she claims that Twitter locked her account for a week because she posted about self-harm, and so she made a new account there. The situation you're upset about. You need to check the time. I posted it in the time Haru made her tweet. She made it after. I posted about feeling ignored because during the stream. So Haru is the girl that she rated. And Haru actually tweeted thanking her for the raid, but it was after she made her post. She apparently put it in the chat, I followed you on X if you want to keep in touch, and I gave it a night to wait. Then I felt ignored when she didn't follow me back because I really tried everything to be nice to her. I mean, you rated her and then you said you followed her on X. It didn't really go further than that. You didn't like carry her grocery bags across the street. You didn't like, I don't know, bring her food or anything. It's not that deep. People don't owe you anything just because you rated them. You guys are making it seem like I posted it after she tweeted, but she only made her statements after my tweet. That is correct, and we did notice that on the stream. We did check the time when we covered the situation. At that time, that's how I felt. It's not fair to community note something that isn't even accurate with the time. I acknowledge she did thank me, and I shouldn't expect anything back from raids or gift subs. I have resolved to just keep my community small. I apologize to Haru for venting about it. I understand her English is not the best, and I know she thanked me in the stream, but for context, I was recommended to her by a viewer, and I asked for someone who would want to be friends with me if I rated them. It was a post made out of frustration that wasn't intended to hurt anyone. I won't be venting about my feelings going forward as I understand how bad it looks to other people. You don't say. She is a sweet woman and I like her voice and fun redeems. The miscommunication from the language barrier and the timing of her countries made me think she didn't like me, which was the opposite. I'm sorry. And going through her... Oh, she deleted that post. Going through her profile, she had some other very weird and obnoxious behavior. In one post, said just saw a VTuber get raid of 2,000 viewers and somehow still fumbled it back to 33 max sister. How? To me, I am getting the impression that she is very immature and doesn't seem like a very kind person. And I think other people might have gotten that impression too. She's also apparently been deleting tons of comments, and she also turned comments off on a YouTube video after people kept pointing out how shit the video is.
But I've been struggling with depression and anxiety for a really long time. And I think it's time that I tell you my story because
Okay, we're not doing this right now. I don't need to know her story. I feel like we're gonna have a flashback into childhood and stuff. Should I just export the transcript? Grok summarize this video. Oh, she is 18 years old. You guys are right. In this 23-minute video, an 18-year-old Vtuber opens up about her lifelong struggles with depression, anxiety, and trauma, directly addressing the intense online harassment she has been receiving. She explains her past to help viewers understand her perspective and assert her determination to keep living and streaming despite her detractors. Childhood struggles! I told you we were going to the childhood! I called it! Hate it when every apology video drops a mental illness at the front. Mental problems aren't a scapegoat excuse for your bad behavior. Say it louder for the people in the back, Kiwasa. So, childhood struggle. She grew up in poverty in a difficult household environment, dealing with an alcoholic and abusive grandfather and the absence of a mother. Bullying and harassment in elementary school. She faced severe bullying, racism related to COVID-19, and was inappropriately touched by a classmate. This trauma led her to her first S-side attempt around the age of 12 or 13. Jesus. My God. That's dark. High school isolation. The bullying continued into high school, where she was ostracized for being a weird nerd. She attempted to stream her art at age 16, but quit after a group of boys harassed and abused her. After entering university, feeling deeply isolated, she began streaming again to a very small audience, around 7 people, for nearly a year just to feel less lonely. She started as a PNG tuber and began gaining significant traction in January. She emphasized that she never pursued streaming for money or fame, but simply to feel cared for and make friends. She is candid about being a stunted, malnourished 18 years old who doesn't know how to drive, swim, or ride a bike. She admits she'll never be perfect or perpetually happy because she will always have to manage her mental illness. Recent controversy and suspension. She got an artwork suspension. She addressed the recent suspension caused by posting a drawing of herself that depicted self-harm. She explained that the artwork was properly marked with a trigger warning and reflected her own genuine struggles with self-harm. Hypocrisy in the community. She points out the double standards in the VTuber and gaming community, noting that games like Needy Streamer Overload feature similar teams, and larger creators often receive sympathy for mental health crisis, whereas she receives death threats and is labeled as an evil manipulator. Well, yeah, because you're talking about your mental health issues after you're getting backlash as an excuse. That's totally different. Anyways, all of this should have come out before. I think people just don't like the mean girl behavior. Seems like she went to school during COVID, so it's already cooked, man. All the COVID kids are cooked. They're all socially stunted. So I think now, with all this context, none of the behavior on X surprises me anymore. In fact, a lot of it is explained. However, that doesn't make it better. I made a tweet saying how a girl got a big raid and then fumbled back to her normal CCV. Oh, that's the tweet she deleted. She addresses it. I made it as a cheeky post. It wasn't cheeky though. What was the joke? If you went into the replies, you could see that I genuinely was curious as to how that happened. Bro, you cannot be serious. You cannot say that there was a genuine curiosity. Yeah, you were genuinely curious as to how it happened because you were laughing at it. Because you don't want it to happen to you. Probably. People explain to me that raids don't equal community, and often people join just for channel points. The cropping that girls are posting makes it seem like that was my intent. No, we didn't crop the tweet though. We pulled up your full tweet last stream. It's in my video. That from your page. It wasn't cropped. The thing is, no one checked the replies to how I took people's explanation and understood. If that changed anything. Me and Existential Bread have only ever interacted a single time when she posted about how people are PDF files for lolly baiting and making lolly ASMR. A quote tweeted saying that if I'm says so and it's my body in real life, she said it's fine, but then blocked me. Ever since then, she's been stalking my social media and trying to tear me down, which I do not understand why, because other than commenting on her artist drama, I've never personally hurt her to warrant her animosity. I've only ever defended my lovely model mama because she draws lollies, and Brett accuses the artist of being PDF files. Of course, I'm going to warn her about Brett. Well, you guys know my stance on this. I'm pretty much pro-fic. So I think, I mean, and I do think, I mean, I believe her that she's built like her VTuber model. She did say that she was malnourished and that she was physically stunted because of that. The Waffle interaction. I don't know what this is about, but she says, I'm not sure who was posting my DMs with Waffle Bean. We were friends for months and had lots of art together and we were close. Then my landlord told me I had to find a new place and it made me panic because I had just settled into a new life at university and found a hobby that made me happy. During my subathon, she approached me saying my use of homeless was inappropriate. To my understanding, a homeless meant without a home, and I used it because I was going to lose my home. The story people are spinning is that I exaggerated my situation for sympathy and money. The truth is, I have the receipts and evidence to suggest otherwise. I had planned this subathon since May, but it was delayed due to ringing issues. It never was started for my rent or anything. And then a big creator approached me saying they want to help my situation. I told them I'd rather earn the money through streaming because I didn't want to take handouts. People donated to me out of their own will. They never did it from anything I asked them to. I never once made a tweet saying I need money. This broke my heart because Waffle was close to me and I loved her as a friend. Blowing up at me and not even taking my apology that I provided multiple times was so painful to deal with. The thing with people, and I'm sure some of you reading are doing this, is that no matter how much you apologize, people will not accept it. No matter how much you say you will improve and do better, they don't believe you. Yeah, because this is in the internet, and usually people say this and then don't change. Waffle, I never used the word homeless after. I hope you know that. Below are the screenshots, which have so much evidence. My final thoughts. I think the true mean girls are the ones that are contacting my sponsors and trying to drag on this drama for likes and attention. I feel like what I've done isn't even comparable to this. I mean, she's done drama videos on other people, though. They're trying to do to me the relationships I've lost and the damage to my reputation. Contacting sponsors is going way too far. Existential bread is also a basket case. Well, I mean, I kind of figured that out from their paragraph. The effort they could be directing to viewers who actively support transphobia, bigotry, and the use of slurs is radio silent. The only reason they are doing all of this is out of jealousy because they know they can get to me. If this was their goal, they've done it. However, I refuse to snoop to the low levels they're going for. I refuse to harm anyone and be the villain they want me to be. Don't go after anyone mentioned in the statement. These are just my thoughts and explanation. Thank you for reading and hearing my side of the story. You can hate someone without ruining their career. You can hate someone without taking away the things that give me a reason to get out of bed. Just leave me alone, please. Edit. N-word accusation. Oh. What? These screenshots are coming from boys that have been harassing me for 5 years, mostly Evan, who I've already filed a police report against. Oh, are these the guys she spoke about in her video who doxed her? Nah, what now? The use of the word I do not condone nor support, but because I wanted to fit in, I tried to get them to like me and laugh by using it. This was 5 years ago. And you can see below that it was the only instance. The only other time I said it was to show a video of Pokemon to someone who kept using it. I only used it because they used it, and I thought it was normal, and I wanted to impress them and fit in. I stopped being friends with them when I learned how toxic it was, and ever since then, they have been harassing me as revenge. They'll continue to witch hunt me and probably dox me just because I'm honestly ready to take legal actions. I want these people in jail for continuing to harass me after 5 years. I've always been surrounded by people who casually throw it around. I've never agreed with them, but I tolerated it just for the sake of friendship. This is where is this drama going, bro? Just spawn like, oh no. Can I even show this? No. This is the Pokemon clip. Side note, sorry the screenshots are out of order. I'm not sure how to work a Google Doc. The summary is she interrupts my stream, tells me her story. I explain I won't do it again, why I used the word. She doesn't accept it and assume I'm guilt-tripping my audience. I ask her to calm down for a moment. I provide evidence of people asking to donate. Oh, this is about the homeless stuff. Waffle says you're currently playing video games. What do you want me to do for you? Search for cheaper housing, get a job like I did at the time when I was genuinely homeless. You want me to apply for a job? I work 30 hours a week while being a full-time student when my brother shot up the house. He says, I worked 9 to 5 when I was 16 at a condo management company. I did paperwork and office work. Says you have 3 months to get your things together and find support. I promise this isn't homelessness. I can delete the tweets and apologize. Wait, what tweets even? Is that what you'd like? I'm not guilt tripping anyone. There's generally people that felt bad for me, even with knowing I have 3 months to find a place. Not up to you to decide if I'm worthy of support or not. I haven't watched much of your stream, but B, I generally felt like I was going to have a heart attack when you said you were homeless. I thought you were in genuine danger. Sorry, I'm not gonna die. I just sent my friend $500 because she found a new apartment to live in. She's younger than me, and situations like that are real. She never mentioned homelessness or struggle or anything, but situations like her are real. I feel like giving up and moving back with my dad. You have yet another option? You have so many options. If you ever see homeless people in the streets, do you just imagine that they chose that over living at their dad's house or something? Wait, some of them do though. Wait, do people think that homeless people don't have families? Some of them chose that life. Some of them are victims of circumstance, but some of them just decided to leave their family and everything they know so they could be homeless and do drugs or be drunk. Yeah, or mental problems, exactly. There could be so many reasons for somebody being homeless. Is that why you ran away from your home planet to be homeless on Earth, Rima? Yeah, I wanted to become a streamer and take over the Earth. Plan is a little delayed due to financial reasons, though. Why would you text me while I'm streaming? You've been streaming nonstop since you started using that terminology. Because I have 48 hours to go. This whole subathon is based on you being homeless when you're not. I also took a nap 2 hours ago. It wasn't before. It was when I watched. I haven't been watching your entire stream, just seen you live the entire day. Oh, so she does a stream saying your Oshi is kind of homeless right now. I was funding my full body dragon, but I wanted to change to funding rent instead. That's literally it. That was a joke, like my mama kind of homeless. Do you know that meme? I love that meme. Please just understand the implications and continue with your stream. That's all you had to do. The streamer Simply Misty has talked about homelessness publicly on her streams and Twitter, and she's an absolute angel and would never use that term lightly. Okay, this is the other girl is being too much, Waffle, but if she's pretending that she's homeless to get money from her audience, that's also bad. Misusing a word, I'm 18. Wait, why is Mojin mentioning those? There's Mojin who called Saikuno or Predator. People are low-key just stupid. You can cancel me, you can do whatever. Just put it all out there. I don't believe this is as bad as your rapist or your abuser or anything. I am a VTuber mutual who switched her original 3D debut to fund her rent because my landlord told me I have to move even though she said I could live there for a while. I have never ever wanted to hurt you or target you or offend you. I simply made a iShow speed ref, and also I never asked for donos. People ask me to open a Ko-fi. You have lots of support too. You have lots of money coming in and tons of fan. I can see that. I'm not homeless for now. Waffle response, I was generally homeless 2 years ago. I didn't have any support back then. I'm sorry if I hurt you, that wasn't my intention. You don't have to respond now, you can take a moment to think things through because I can't imagine you saying these things. It's so funny that Moojin is catching strays in this random, actually random interaction between two indie VTubers. Where are we? I know some of you may still hate me and not hear me out, but I'm really so tired. I'm not going to end my life because it's exactly what they want me to do. They bullied a kid to do that before. The boys, I'm not gonna be another toy. I'm calling the police now. Hey guys, can we stop freaking cropping shit and making it seem like I said the N-word for fun? This person Silent Seas though is a man who's been harassing me for so much because I chose not to be friends with him a long time ago. I have an actual police report. Literally says the N-word in the GIF. I did not find the N-word humorous. She says, I have an actual police report that I filed because of how these people have been trying to harass and take me down for so long. In this conversation, you can see I'm condemning him for saying it and asking why he finds it funny. Also, this was in 2021. If you watch my video, you can hear about how they were. Oh, so these are the guys that doxed her? If bullying me for so long and try to dox me, I can share more screenshots, of course. Legally speaking, I probably need to call the police again. I've already reported it once and now I need to do it again. I used to be friends with these boys until I learned how toxic and witch hunting they are. I tried to fit in, I tried to appear like them. I was dumb 13 years old who didn't have friends and I was desperate. Acting like I said for fun when I was them that found it funny is just wrong. I've never once used the N-word outside of this instance. Okay, I don't care that much about this. This whole thing is stupid. Also, if you're 16, you shouldn't be on the internet. That's all I'm gonna say. And you shouldn't be streaming. You should not be streaming at 16 years old. Yeah, this girl would do herself a world of good by backing away from the keyboard. Hey, Hey, you, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.